this? Just get that.
Jude, just give me a thumbs up when you're good. Oh, you're already good. All right. Here we go. Thanks everyone for joining us. We'll get started with questions for Coach. Doug, you'll lead us off. Please go ahead. Yes.
Wait, don't need to
Yes.
finish your note. What does it say about this team and this group that this was I think Johannes told us, the first time in franchise history it's rallied to win when trailing after the 75th minute?
Yeah, I was just hearing that stat is fantastic. And yes, we can talk about that. Before that, I think I want to say something about two things that came to my mind in terms of emotional moments to me. First of all, looking at Anton's, tifo at the beginning put me emotional for sure because he was a great guy for us and we really, really miss him here with us. So that I think was a nice touch from the club, from the fans, to give that to Anton. He deserves that. Number two is Nathan. I was talking to a little kid that was lovely before the game. He's one of those of the special day for him. That is his wish, make a wish. And he was telling me how much he loves football. He was telling me he's a big fan of Messi, he's his favorite player. And his family was amazed with the opportunity to be here. This was his wish, being with Atlanta United, being with the team. And I hope this memory lasts forever for him because it was a nice opportunity for him to share with his idols, Thiago, Luis, all of them. He was telling me how much he loves watching them. And then I hope this memory lasts forever. And then, yes, the game, emotional game, obviously ups and downs, good moments, some other not great, especially in transition, but special about the end of the game, which was the main part probably for the fans. I love that emotion when, you think you're going to lose, you're upset, and then the emotions come for them, the first goal from Thiago from outside the box, and then that last foul, and then that amazing golazo from Thiago. It was very special for us, and I hope the fans are happy with that.
Y'all took, I think it was 18 shots, before Almada's 2 goals, it was 18 shots from outside the box. And you had talked in the preseason about maybe not doing as many of those, but tonight was it just a matter of feeling like it's just a matter of time, one of these is going to go in or at least be on frame?
Yes, it's tough to answer this because we don't plan like that, obviously, right? We are messaging continuously that we want more shots from inside, getting the premises zones, getting crosses across the box in between the goalkeeper, the center backs, cutbacks in penalty spot. Today didn't manifest it like that. That's what I would say. It was not characteristics from us this year. Like in the preseason, we didn't have that amount at all. Probably collecting all the data from all the preseason games, we didn't get as much as today from outside of the box. So I hope we can improve on that for sure. But then on the other side, we won with 2 shots from outside of the box. So it's one of those that is hard to tell the players don't shoot from outside of the box when they do that. So, but yes, we want more quality chances that have more probabilities to be on goal. But we will be working on that for sure.
Gonzalo, are you kind of worried, though, that it's a win, obviously. It's 3 enormous points, emotional matches you mentioned. Looked like some of the issues from last year were creeping up, here and there. Are you concerned that this team could take the complexion of 2022 once again and unfortunately not qualify for playoffs?
No, not at all. Winning nowadays is so difficult, so hard, that we want to enjoy every 3 points that we earned. I think the team played very well at times and was dominating and was on the front foot the majority of the game, forcing a very good opponent. San Jose, I think they deserve a lot of credit. They did a great job today. They put us on some threats tactically and then individually some players. But eventually we forced them to play long balls all the time, which is not characteristic from them. especially their coach that likes to play off from the back and distributing the ball. They were kicking long balls all the time. That's a testament of our pressure was intense enough. We were dictating to me the tempo of the game, which at times should be a little bit faster and more proactive. But at the end of the day, what I'm very happy with is the mentality and the resilience of the team. I mean, 2 goals at that moment of the game is a testament of that tough mentality that I want. And at times you can win in very different ways, different games. And today we won like this, and we will enjoy it, and we will reflect on the film on the next few days, and we will try to correct for the next game.
Joe, then Jared.
Gonzalo, just talking to Thiago Almada in the locker room, he seemed extremely calm and collected, like he had not just scored 2 golazos to win a game. How would you kind of describe his personality and the way he expresses himself on the field?
Well, what can I tell you? I mean, obviously today, I'm sure he was the man of the match. I'm pretty sure. But it's not just about the goals that he scored. It's about the whole game. He was very proactive on getting the balls, on touches. I think he was the one that led us in touches in the final third, touches in general. And he's always looking to attack and to find ways to create a dangerous moment for us. Also defensively, he was doing a lot of the pressing, and at times he was a little bit lost because they have a bit of numerical advantage, but he was trying continuously to press very aggressively. So I cannot say, anything more than that. He's a fantastic kid with a great mentality, and what I love is his humility. When we start to talk in the locker room, the first thing I say about Thiago and his goals, and he said, is about the whole team. It's about the whole effort of everyone, and I think it speaks for itself. He's an unselfish player that, yes, today he was the hero, but he's willing not to be the hero as long as we win, and that's pretty nice from a 21-year-old.
I wanted to ask your opinion on Franco Ibarra's performance, especially as busy as the midfield was tonight for him.
Yeah, I will like to watch the couple actions, especially in transition at times. As a coach, you start to be on the attacking movements and focus on the attacking movements, and then in transition, and I didn't see the previous movements from our midfielders and center backs to balance out the shape of the team and to prevent the counters. It felt like the whole team was exposed a little bit in transition in certain moments, and I felt that Ibarra suffered a little bit on those big transitions. But after that, what I can remember from Ibarra is winning many duels and being impressive in winning those hard tackles. And at times is the message on beneath the tackle is here we go. And at times I can see a few players being afraid of Ibarra coming from behind and just chasing you. And that's something that he has, and is part of his qualities, right? And so I like that part. I think tactically he was smart to find certain pockets of space in behind the Bovise, especially in the first half, and then connecting very well with Rossetto. But what I take from him was, again, the attitude and the relentless ways to regain the ball in every time he could.
Good morning, Coach Doug. Joe?
I wanted to ask you about 2 new players and 2 kind of quasi-new players. How did having Brad and Miles back help the team? Usually talk about Brad in the locker room at halftime, kind of give everybody a kick in the butt. And then Etienne and Barry, how did they help affect the offense in the second half?
Etienne and Miguel Berry. Okay. So I think you missed one, but I will leave it like that.
Who did I miss?
Yeah. Abraham. But yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. I got you back, Doug. Don't worry. Brad and Miles. Yes, probably I should have started also with that. I was reflecting on that, and it's a long time since they don't play an MLS game, and I'm sure the whole journey of those two it's very special for them to be back. Kudos to the trainers and all the people in the medical staff. They did an amazing job with them, being day after day, suffering the ups and downs of those type of injuries, and they did great. So kudos to my medical staff. So very happy for them to be back. I mean, talking about team efforts and Thiago being the hero, yes, but the saves that Brad did in the first half were amazing, and a couple in the second half, and then obviously Miles, dealing with with the pace of Cowell and Ebobisse and dealing in bigger spaces with all of that was impressive. So very happy, not just have them back, but have them at that standard was pretty good to see. Derek Etienne came in difficult moments. I think he tried a lot of things. He tried to cut inside and cross, tried to cross with the left, tried to get in behind. And I think with more confidence and more rhythm and understanding better the movements of Thiago and Andrew, I think that left side is going to be very dangerous. I would like to say also that Caleb Wiley was doing a fantastic job, especially in the first half. He was cramping a little bit at halftime, so that's part of the reason why we took him out, but Derek did very well. Miguel Berry, I think, came, again, it was a difficult game. He was fighting against two center backs, very experienced, very good in the air, so it was tough for him, but what I like is his type of movements. I think once he started to get integrated into the system again and understand when Thiago drops, he can come to play a little bit in between the lines, and from there he has that second run into the box. I think he's going to do well for us, and I was excited about him being on the field. And Luis Abraham, who we put more for tactical reasons, because we wanted to build, instead of three, build with two at that moment. So then Abraham, being on the left foot in that channel, opened up the long switches, the balls in between the lines and all that. Didn't manifest it like that because the rest was doing a good job and we were building very well at times. But it was good to see Luis Abraham and just first game for him with Atlanta.
Luis, in the first half, he had a nice chance, opportunity that he put way over the bar, and then obviously he had the penalty miss. It looked to me like it was affecting him before the half. Did you notice that at halftime? Kind of what did you say to him at that point?
Yes, I mean, it happens. I mean, no one is perfect. If I can tell you about a player that was fully motivated and focused in this preseason, it was Luis. And then these things happen, right? So what Luis has is a full of teammates that support him big time in the tough moments. This was a tough moment for him because it was evident that he missed the chance, and then mentally he went down a little bit. But he has fantastic teammates that support him, that love him, that want him up to his standard, because we know his standard is pretty high, and he's going to help us. I am sure Luis, I have no doubts in my mind, Luis is going to have a fantastic 23. I don't see another outcome based on how he trains, how focused he is, and that's what I told him. I said, this can be just a bad game out of probably 6 or 7 that we already played. The next one, he's going to be fantastic. So that's my hope, and that's the standard actually he sets for himself. So I'm not concerned at all about that.
Some of the players talked about doing the little things aside from goals, and you talked about Derek Etienne coming in, and I know he hasn't had a ton of time as he's been, kind of working his way into fitness, but what about him doing the little things like earning the last free kick, getting in positions, and getting the team in a shape where they're able to keep the pressure on? I wanted to ask about that.
All of that, coming back to defend here next to Andrew, winning a couple balls in our own third, like all those little things is very good, and I'm happy actually that the players are talking about that, because we talk about that the whole time, about yes, we want to be tactically good, we want to be technically good and have positional style that disrupt the opponents based on our positions, all that, yes. But at times football is about those little things, about winning those duels, about winning that second ball, about going and fighting and pressing and chasing and winning that individual and mental battle is so important for us. And I felt that in many moments of the game we did, with a couple lapses where we didn't. So that's where we need to make sure that most of the game we do, and we do at a good standard. So Derek is a good example of that for sure.
All right, we're going to switch to Spanish. For anyone leaving, Coach was referencing Nathan Deal, who was our honorary captain today from the Make-A-Wish Foundation in Georgia. We'll go with Spanish. DEAL. Yeah, you got the governor.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Buenas noches, Silvia Santamaría para Pase Filtrado. Mi pregunta, bueno, primero felicidades por esta victoria, siempre es importante arrancar de buena manera. ¿Cuál es su análisis o su lectura de este partido, que durante el tiempo regular fue muy difícil romper ese marcador de 0, y que ya en el tiempo de complemento se vinieron estos 2 goles que rescatan la victoria?
Sí, creo que el análisis vendrá una vez que volvamos a ver el partido y que veamos algunas situaciones que queríamos ver y ver con claridad en el video. De bote pronto te diría que fue un partido que creo que iniciamos un poco nerviosos, que fallamos algunos pases al principio, no nos notábamos con tanta confianza, pero después del gol de ellos como que comenzamos a conectar, a generar oportunidades, pero seguíamos siendo vulnerables en transición. Entonces fue un juego difícil en ese momento. Cuando vas perdiendo 1-0, tratas de arriesgar un poquito más, tratas de ser un poco más agresivo, pero después en la contra ellos tenían gente muy rápida que nos puso en peligro. A la vez queríamos apretar alto por la misma necesidad de ir perdiendo, y eso dejaba espacios que de repente ellos manipulaban muy bien, sobre todo con las segundas pelotas, y de ahí nos generaban ciertos peligros. Entonces tendremos que evaluar esa parte, sobre todo no podemos quedar tan expuestos incluso ante la necesidad de anotar un gol, tenemos que ser un poco más pacientes. Y en el segundo tiempo creo que fue un partido diferente, donde ellos completamente se tiraron para atrás, ya no hubo tantos momentos de transición, por ahí 2 o 3 que recuerdo, pero ya no hubo tantos, y creo que fuimos claros dominadores, pero obviamente sin tanta profundidad que es normal. Cuando un rival se te repliega completamente es difícil, pero lo intentó prácticamente de todo, centros de fuera, centros un poco más profundos, tiros de fuera del área, y al final eso pasa, ¿no? Que de repente te cierran tanto el centro que lo único que te regalan son o corners o tiros diagonales o tiros libres, y de ahí vienen los goles, ¿no? De un corner y después del tiro libre. Entonces a priori ese es un poco el análisis que hago, y habrá que ver qué momento de los partidos pudimos haber hecho mejor, sobre todo en ese control de juego del que hablo, ¿no? de que sí dominemos en posesión, pero que no perdamos el espacio a la espalda que después nos puede lastimar en la contra, ¿no?
Gonzalo, ¿cómo va?
Bien, ¿qué tal?
¿Todo
Diego?
bien? ¿Cómo se puede describir a Thiago Almada? ¿Cómo se puede describir lo que hizo hoy Thiago Almada? Sobre todo, más allá de que hizo un gran partido, en esos últimos 5 minutos que termina sacando al equipo de los pelos de una derrota tal vez no justificada en el juego. Y lo otro es, ¿qué buscaste con el ingreso de Abraham y la salida de Purata?
Sí, bueno, primero con Thiago, creo que todos sabemos de su talento, pero más allá del talento que tiene, la creatividad que tiene, muestra una gran personalidad que para mí no es propia de un muchacho de 21 años que acaba de ganar una Copa del Mundo. Es un muchacho que siempre quiere el balón, que en los momentos difíciles la quiere agarrar, que en las áreas difíciles la quiere agarrar y gambetear, quiere hacer una pared explosiva. Es el típico jugador que no para de querer la pelota, y eso me encanta, esa personalidad me fascina, y creo que el premio a esa actitud, a esa mentalidad, fueron sus 2 golazos que a todos nos hicieron levantar del asiento y gozar y disfrutar. Entonces fantástico lo que hizo. Después, ¿qué busco con la entrada de Luis Abraham? Estuvimos construyendo casi todo el partido con una especie de línea de 3 medio falsa, ¿no? Y de ahí intentamos modificar con salida de 2. Entonces, al tener a 2, quería un central zurdo que capaz que fuera un poco más incisivo con sus pases, porque ya no queríamos que el que tuviera la pelota en esa área fuera Andrew Goodman, queríamos que ya fuera el central por izquierda, y sentí que el pase de Abraham nos podía ayudar en ese momento. Sabíamos que capaz que Purata era muy peligroso en la táctica fija, y fue un punto de duda de que capaz que nos podía dar el gol en algún córner, pero preferimos tratar de dominar con la pelota y de poder nutrir a los jugadores en ese momento del partido.
Juan Carlos, just please use the mic. It's better for Apple.
Profe, buenas noches. Pensando en Almada, lo vimos muchas veces haciendo esa arrancada desde el medio campo, pero como sin muchas posibilidades porque no se abría nadie en el último cuarto de cancha. Sabemos que Gio todavía no está disponible, pero ¿qué otra opción tenemos? Hoy Conway quizás no tocó muchos balones. ¿Qué otra opción tenemos aparte de Gio para completar esos pases y llegar a tener más opciones de gol?
Sí, bueno, comparto completamente lo que dices. Hubo muchos momentos donde él acarreaba la pelota y de repente había pocas opciones. Creo que también fue parte de esto de que en la pretemporada Luis lo había hecho muy bien. En esos momentos de arrancada de Thiago, Luis arrancaba y era la conexión de Thiago en casi todas las acciones. Hoy no sucedió así, porque a veces así pasa. Evaluaremos el por qué no sucedió, pero Caleb Wiley para mí es otro jugador que lo puede hacer, que Derek Etienne también lo puede hacer atacando la espalda, y después en la posición de 9 tenemos obviamente a Giacomakis, tenemos a Jackson Conway, tenemos a Miguel Berry, pero también hemos utilizado a Matchup Chol, que en un par de partidos era el jugador que corría a gran velocidad a la espalda precisamente en esas situaciones y nos ayudó en muchos partidos precisamente a esas acciones. Entonces, creo que opciones hay y una vez que esté de vuelta y que Tyler Wolf esté de vuelta, también es otro jugador que podrá jugar una especie de falso 9 en esa área. Entonces, creo que opciones va a haber.
Profe, ¿usted duerme tranquilo con el fútbol de contención de Atlanta? Se lo pregunto porque le hicieron 15 goles en la pretemporada. Tiene una muy buena defensa Atlanta, pero no ve que en la mitad a veces como que se pierden las marcas, como que se dan muchas ventajas. ¿Usted duerme con tranquilidad?
Sí, duermo muy tranquilo porque ganamos hoy y en el fútbol hay que meter un gol más que el rival. Entonces, mientras eso pase, estaremos bien. Mentira, claro que analizaremos y trataremos de mejorar en esa parte porque sí, de repente notamos lo mismo, aunque también hay que decir que en eso San José lo hizo muy bien, ¿no? En eso San José también tiene... creo que gran parte de la fortaleza de San José es su medio campo. Creo que tiene un medio campo bastante bueno, con Grueso, con Yuil y con Monteiro. Fue un juego difícil, pero también por muchos momentos nosotros también los rompimos a ellos, ¿no? A veces solo se ven las nuestras, pero cuántas veces nosotros rompimos al medio campo de ellos con cierta facilidad, podría decir yo, y creo que fue un buen duelo en esa parte de la cancha. Queremos mejorar, por supuesto, pero al final... meter un gol más que el rival siempre nos pone contentos.
Coach, felicidades por la victoria.
Sí.
Siguiendo el mismo rumbo de la media cancha, primero preguntarte cuál es la situación de Ozzy, cómo está, de Osvaldo, y si el regreso de Osvaldo podría utilizarse en esa parte de la cancha, porque hoy sí, de verdad, el equipo se vio como bastante distante, partido en la media cancha, no había quien recuperara. ¿Tú crees que con Alonso y con Gio este equipo sí cambiaría ofensivamente? Porque de verdad, defensivamente creo que estamos bien, pero media y delantera creo que estamos un poquito faltos de más fútbol en ese último tercio de la cancha.
Bueno, te diría que dos cosas. Uno, todo es en el equipo. Todo es con base al juego de conjunto. Ofensiva, defensivamente, los aciertos, los errores, todos los compartimos como equipo. Y no tengo por qué echarle la culpa a los contenciones de que a veces quedamos partidos, a veces sucede que arrancamos a tal velocidad con Luis, con Thiago, con Caleb Wiley, con Jackson Conway, que de repente el equipo se empieza a partir, no solo el nuestro, también el de ellos, porque ellos también dejaban a 3 arriba y 7 defendían, entonces quedábamos un poco así y evidentemente quedamos expuestos a veces por las características del medio campo, pero no creo que hayan hecho un mal partido. En muchas fases del juego lo hicieron muy bien y estoy muy contento con la intensidad que le pusieron, sobre todo Ibarra. Roseto con la pelota tuvo momentos muy buenos de disrupción en conducción, disrupción en pase, pero evidentemente, como tú dices, nos faltan 2 jugadores, nos falta Ozzy Alonso, nos falta Santiago Sosa, que está suspendido. Son 2 piezas importantes ahí en medio campo que ayudarán en la competencia en esa zona. Santi va bien en su recuperación, pero en este momento preferimos ser muy pacientes por el tipo de lesión que tuvo y evolucionará en el tiempo que se pueda. Esperemos que pronto esté con nosotros. Santi también, le queda un partido de suspensión y después estará disponible. A Gianni Fortune, que viene de un poquito de una pubalgia, pero que es otro jugador que me hubiera encantado ponerlo hoy. Sentí que por las características del partido, Amar era mejor, pero en otro tipo de partido a Gianni nos puede dar un poquito eso, un jugador que puede liderar con esos jugadores explosivos en medio campo. Gracias. Sí. Gracias.